Grief is one of the most personal, painful, and yet universal human experiences. Whether it's the death of a loved one, the loss of a relationship, or the end of a chapter we weren't ready to close, grief has a way of reshaping the world around us. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't wait for a convenient moment. It arrives like a storm and often stays longer than we expect. Dealing with grief is not about getting over it. It's about learning to live with it, not as a constant weight, but as a quieter presence that gradually takes up less space. This process is rarely linear. One day might feel full of strength and peace. The next may be filled with sorrow, triggered by a song, a scent, or a simple memory. That unpredictability is part of the journey. The first step in dealing with grief is allowing yourself to feel it. Society often pressures people to be strong or move on, but suppressing emotions only delays healing. Grief must be acknowledged. The sadness, the anger, the confusion, and even the numbness. These feelings are not signs of weakness. They're signs of love and loss colliding. Letting yourself cry, talk, write, or even sit in silence with your emotions is not self-indulgence. It's self-respect. Grief can feel isolating, but no one should walk through it alone. Talking to someone, a friend, family member, therapist, or support group can help carry the weight. Sometimes you don't need advice. You just need someone to say, asterisk, I hear you. I'm here. Asterisk sharing your story, even in small pieces, can begin to transform pain into connection. And slowly, connection can bring comfort. One way to cope is to honor the person, relationship, or part of your life that you've lost. This might be through journaling, creating art, starting a tradition, or simply speaking their name. Memories, though painful at first, often become treasures that help us hold on to love even after the physical presence is gone. Grief softens when we learn that remembering does not mean we're stuck. It means we're still carrying what mattered most. There is no schedule for grief. Some people feel their emotions intensely in the first few weeks. Others don't fully process their loss for months or even years. Healing happens at its own pace. Comparing your grief to someone else's only adds pressure to an already difficult process. It's okay if you're not back to normal yet. Grief changes you, but that change doesn't have to mean brokenness. It can also mean depth, resilience, and new understanding. Eventually, grief becomes something you carry, not something that carries you. You start to smile again. You laugh without guilt. You plan for the future. These moments can feel strange at first, like betrayal or forgetting. But there are signs that healing is at work. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means living with the loss, not under it. It means giving yourself permission to grow around the grief and to find joy again, even while you still remember. Dealing with grief is not about escaping pain. It's about moving through it with compassion, patience, and grace. It is one of the hardest journeys we face as humans, but also one of the most humanizing. Through grief, we remember what it means to love deeply, and in time, we learn to live with the loss, not as a wound that defines us, but as a chapter in the story of who we are becoming.